too often, and not with Dominic. Okay, something bugging me. I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't go to Rexton. You didn't go to Rexton during the native shale gas, the confrontation. You didn't go to Rexton,
That's
right? You didn't go.
Right.
How come?
Because I don't believe that if you're a politician, that if you haven't used legal and political tools, that you should break the law.
But you're not a politician. You're not elected yet.
Nope, but I'm trying to be, and if you're applying for a job, you should act the way that you would when you have the job, and that's my job. That's my goal.
If you're leader of a political party, shouldn't you have to go in and see, before October 17, go see what was happening, what was the concern?
I was talking to lots of folks who were on the ground. In fact, all the way through the confrontation, the end of the blockade, I was on the phone with people listening on the protester side, talking with what was happening and trying to make sure people stayed safe. But I spent years working in places where folks thought that by breaking the law, you could end up by achieving change. And most of the time what I saw was that people who had more power would use opportunities like that to squash people. And in a province like New Brunswick, we've got legal tools, we've got political tools, and until we've used those, we shouldn't ever contemplate breaking the law, because it just gives the folks who are opposed to you an excuse to push you down.
Okay, now my point is, why would you go to Ukraine if you didn't go to Rexton?
Because in Ukraine I was asked by folks in the federal government if I would go to be part of the observer mission, because I'm one of there aren't many people in Canada who've got the experience I have working in conflict situations and working in situations like we had in the Ukraine. And so that was at the invitation of the Ukrainian government, and it was completely legal.
But there's violence. There was violence. People shot.
Oh yeah, but that was
fire burning. You know.
But that was as part of an independent observer mission, watching it rather than participating, which I would have been if I had gone to Rexton, which is why I didn't want to.
But why not go to Rexton before the conflict started and try, maybe, like you said, with your experience, to maybe settle this issue?
I tried talking to a lot of folks behind the scenes, saying this is, and right from the beginning, before the roadblocks went up, I said we should not be doing this. This is going to end in a confrontation that's going to discredit the anti-shale gas movement, and that's what happened. I tried to work very hard with folks behind the scenes for months and months to try and make that more constructive, more positive. Unfortunately, some of the groups chose to go a different direction, and what we see now is a substantial shift in public opinion
if you had to do it,
shale gas movement.
If you had to do it all over again, do the same thing?
I would absolutely have done the same thing, yep.
You're redhead, right?
I'm still a redhead.